What have we here? I hoped you would come. After all, I owe you so much. How can I repay you for what you've done? There was a time when kings begged me to read their fortunes. Shall I read yours? I have so many names, but I am not the subject of this conversation. Do you wish your fortune read or not? Interesting. It appears as though you have no future. Does this mean your death is nigh? I've crafted what I need, and I'm done with this woman's body. Right now, she's trying to tell you to kill me. Perhaps you would like to oblige her? Now burn!
It was Nuala Ignis who stirred the magics of Aod. At least now we may restore the balance of the ruin before the rest of Dalentarth is engulfed in flames. What is this? You caught her crafting this, you say? Remarkable. Just utterly remarkable. That might explain her behavior. Breaching the seals of Aod should have been far beyond her capacity. Not to mention whatever this is, I have never seen the like. It is as if the element of fire were given physical form. You have done well. I have another assignment for you when you're ready. In the meantime, I'll be studying this sunstone. Erathell recently began investigating some disturbances in Localização. I haven't heard her in some time. I want you to go to Localização in the plains of Erathell. A member of our order will meet you on your way to give more information. Do not keep your contact waiting. And when you've sorted the business with their car out, meet me at the Untitled Chapter house. Northeast, across the plains of Erathell, to the village of Localização. I will be setting out for Erathell shortly, so when you are finished in Localização, meet me at the chapter house there. Oh, goodbye then.
Who would have thought you were so interesting? Death seems to have worked out very well for you. Agarth's looking for escape, Neuralim's looking for a savior, and Tatarian is looking for a champion, and somehow, you're giving everyone what they want. I'm impressed. You're right. This won't be easy. The Tuatha have our forces under siege at Mel Senshir, and their power has only grown over the years. You'll need more help than just me and that old Fate Weaver. You'll need an army. A few years ago, one warrior could have slipped past unnoticed, but stealth is no longer an option. Not even for me. But there is hope. In the plains of Erathell there waits a player who has been away from this game for far too long. It is time to contact General Telera. Meet me in the village of Emer, and I will tell you everything. Be on your way.
I couldn't make out half of what the king was saying, but it sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. Good thing you won't be facing it alone. In fact, I think I've got a lead on finding an old friend of ours. Old Fomorous Hughes, of course. If anybody can help, it's bound to be the gnome who brought you back to life. I've been asking around and I was able to make contact with his superior. He thinks he might be able to help find Hughes. All gnome scholars have a Templar who sponsors their research, and apparently Hughes' sponsor, Templar Ayten, is desperate to find him. Go southwest to the Hollowlands and Detir. Ayten will be waiting there to discuss how you might reach Hughes. You're not the only one on the hunt for Hughes. Ayten has followed his trail to the Hollowlands and Detir. You'll want to talk to him.
They were the harbingers of the fall, these children of dust. And they lit the forest with their fires, and then split it with their blades. We crept back, shapeless in the darkness, silent in the trees. The shadows are few in this age of mortals. The light beckons.
Hail, Wanderer. Would you spare a moment? I have a favor to ask you. In appearances, perhaps. I'm just an alpha that needs your help. I have a few belongings to sell, and unfortunately, I've done little to endear myself to Ayten's folk. Will you sell them in my stead? The arrangement is simple. I give you an item, and you sell it. I take a cut, you keep the profit. And will repeat until I have nothing to sell. Understand? I thought you had the look of a trader about you. I have several items for you to sell. If you prefer, you could just buy them all now from me and sell them later. As you wish. The items are in acceptable condition, if nothing else, but they might stand a little polish here and there. Take my silverware, for example. It's somewhat tarnished, but Ban Ron could use the metal. If you melted it down, he'd likely pay more for it. I want you to sell it. Ban Ron, the local smithy, will have use for the silver, I'm sure. If you process the silver down to a raw form, he might pay more for it.
Yes?
Welcome to the smithy. Welcome to my forge is open. I've seen this before. I made these for Erathell, back when he was still lording over us. I suppose the war finally caught up with him. That was good silver if I recall. But I've many other jobs to deal with before I'll get to salvaging it. Fine, here's some coin. Forge is yours whenever you need. Welcome to the smithy. Back for more smithy work? Forge is yours whenever you need.
Hello there, stranger.
How goes our business? For your sake, I hope it... I never thought I'd see the day when I'd be happy to see such a paltry sum. I suppose the townsfolk are happy on my behalf. But let the past lie. I've another item for you. My Askelthorin might buy it. He's a stubborn one, but he's weak at haggling. See what you can get out of him. Askelthorin, the local alchemist, is interested in it. The cloth is normally used for handling sensitive reagents and potions. See what kind of price you can get out of him.
For a minute I thought the damn Freeman had fancied to rob me. Welcome! I offer some alchemical items if you are interested. So, Erathell's new errand runner is here. Erathell's been in town for years, but this is the first time I've heard anything from him since he returned from Tewilly over 10 years ago. A messy business, not unlike alchemy. I've seen that rag of his, and I know its virtues. I'll part with some coin for it. Very well.
Good day, traveler.
A customer?
Welcome to Ayten.
What is it you need, stranger? How go my affairs? And I hope you've gotten out of Askel what you wanted for it. I have another item I want you to sell. A pair of daggers. Finwick Ivor collects weapons, gaudy, gem-encrusted ceremonial ones, but weapons nonetheless. Some gem socketing may be of use. Take whatever you can for them. Just get them out of my sight. Sell them to Finwick Ivor. He's fancied himself a collector of these kinds of things. He's quite vain. If you socket a gem or two into them, I'm sure he'll pay more for the daggers.
Stranger to Ayten? I'm the law in this town. Keep the peace and you are welcome to stay. If not, then you had best leave. If you need to trade, visit Banron, our smithy, and Askel deals Ratifer's runner. These daggers. You can't mean to say he had them after all these years. These are his prize from the Battle of Gallifore Fields, where Oriator and Ratifer pushed the Tuatha back to the coast. I'll buy them from you, certainly. Keep the peace.
What is it you need, stranger? How go my affairs? Good. Age has taken its luster, but the potion from an acid solution will make it shine once more. Nell will pay handsomely for that, I think. It goes to Singing Nell, the hermit near town. She has a dowry, some gold saved away. The ring's tarnished with the years. But there's a secret. Douse it with acid solution, and that should wash it clean.
Yes?
Strangers strange come to Ayten. Few come by these roads nowadays. A hard gaze falls on Ayten. Many are the burdens, and few are the reliefs. Someone must go to Ayten Circle. Someone must call the Erathell. 10 years after Ratifer's squires and pages died, another comes back to me bringing this ring. It's as green and old as my heart. But if Ratifer put a part of himself out for sale, it's fitting that I buy it. I have a trove of my own out here. Take it. Just leave the ring. a circle of the windstones nearby. When the voices from its stones sing a certain melody, the Erathell will come and end our tribulations. Each stone is a voice in the song. When all have sung in their part, the Erathell will appear. But if not, dark things for these dark times will show instead. The stones. I am unworthy. I do not think they will sing to me. You must go. It must be you. Make the stones sing their song. You will? Ayten Circle is to the south of town. Each stone carries a note of the song. In the right order, they form the song as it was to be sung. But they will not suffer a cacophony. If the songs you play will not call the Erathell, it will call darker things for these dark times. Everyone knows the song. It starts on the highest note and descends down the scale. Wait a moment. Perhaps it was start at the lowest note and descend up. Well, something like that anyway. Flutter away.
Huh? What's this?
Can I help you?
What is it you need, stranger? How go? Oh, that was a hard thing to let go of, but it needed to be done. There is one last thing I need to divest myself of. My charter. The one that shows my ancestry. It is in the ruins of my family's estate, Corgan Hold. Its buyer is Gordon Lott, the innkeep. Give it to him whatever he asks for it. In Corgan Hold, it was an ancestral home for the Ratafurs, but since I've abandoned it, darker things lurk there now.
Strange creatures, these mortals. They wake, they work, they worry. It is a joyless undertaking, life. The wolds now bear the mark of time, of smoke and frailty, and there is more. A wearying of magic. Did these mortals bring it with them in their tents and wagons, or is it a symptom of something much more sinister?